Good evening. I just thought I'd do a video for tonight to talk about a song and the figure that inspired it from this album, which I've already discussed, Peace of Mind, which in context of the last video was about Nico McBrain and his contribution to the band as itself. The song Sun and Steel I wish to discuss tonight. I'll start with a quote. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. This is a quote from Miyamoto Musashi, who the song is based on. The title comes from a book by Mishima, a Japanese author, but the song is about this great samurai warrior and great swordsman, Miyamoto Musashi, who was born as a Shimoshin Busaki. I'm sorry if I got the pronunciation wrong. Born in 1584 in Hirame Province or Mimasaka Province, Japan. There's some debates about where he was born and where he was raised. I'm tending to think a lot of historians believe he was born in Hirame Province and raised in the latter. His father was an accomplished martial artist and sword master, and according to his own testimony, and this will be familiar to those who are familiar with the lyrics of the song Sun and Steel, he testified himself, Nashari testified that his first duel occurred when he was still 13 years old against a swordman named Arima Kiel. Yes, he indeed, like the song says, he killed his first man at 13. There you go. Also, his second duel was at the grand old age of 16 when he became the Animal Supreme, according to the song. His third duel took place in Kyoto against several students of a famous Japanese sword fighting school, cementing his reputation as a great swordsman and a general badass at the grand old age of 21. There you go. Throughout the years, he fought in several campaigns and fought many duels. One of his most famous duels, and possibly his last, took place on the island of Ganujima against Sakashi Kojiro. Musashi was deliberately late. This was a habit he used to have in all his duels. He used to turn up late, which kind of, irritated the opponent, and they got a bit pissed off with it. In fact, this particular opponent would start mocking him about his tardiness and the fact that he turned up late on a boat, that sort of thing. However, the duel was very short, and Musashi was the victor, with the opponent ending up with Musashi's sword in his head. Many battles followed, including the siege at Osaka, which I visited. As for duels, the number is thought to have been 62 in total. That's, like I say, that number is debatable. No one really knows. Like I say, a lot of this stuff is covered in mist historically. In 1643, he went into a cave called Ryangando to be a hermit and write his Book of Five Rings novel story. His book. In 1645, he died of cancer, so it's believed. The story goes that he tightened his belt, held his sword, and sat across the leg till he died. Well, he went out his way he lived, really. So that's the history behind a brief truncated history behind the song Sun and Steel. I thought I'd just talk about that. Like I said, when I went to Osaka in September last year, I kind of tried to get as much historical context as I could. I visited the Osaka Castle where it portrayed some of the battles he was involved with and that sort of thing. So it's become really fascinating. There's been many things made about him in terms of media. Lots of films. The most famous is a series of films called the Samurai Trilogy, with a famous Japanese actor called Toshiro Mifune, who's sometimes called the Last Samurai because of the way he is. Great actor. He played Musashi, and it's a 3-film trilogy about his life. If you get hold of it, it's worth a watch. It's fantastic. So this is the man who killed his first man at 13. So the song was really right and, historically correct. Anyway, I thought I'd just do a quick video for this evening. Have a good evening, sleep well, and take care.